am waiting and waiting for my child to come home. I am waiting and waiting for my child to come home. If you can't call home, please send me a letter. A letter would mean so much to me. I am waiting. I better go look at the consolers. They consolers say my child may be in an empty jail, no one to make his bail. I'm like, oh my God, today I'm waiting for my child to come home. Tell me what town he's in, and I'll be on that first morning train. My God, today I'm waiting for my child to come home. Now let me say this. What's up, D Miss O? Let me say this. I ain't worried about a thing. You hear me? I slept good last night. People mad at me. I don't care. I don't care. You can't tell grown men what to do. Not one time did I tell that man to go to that man's house. Not one nary time. Not one nary time did I say pick up something and hit that man in the head. So I'm sitting here watching. Yes, they said I'm gonna be on here. I saw Bertha May's poll as the spirit lead. That's what I voted, Bertha May. Bertha May, that's what I voted as the spirit lead. As the spirit lead, they were hitting me up all night. Where's your baby? Let me tell you something. Miss Old Pastor was at a birthday party in Houston, Texas, with his other half, listening to Heart and Soul, The Groove on Sirius XM, not even opening up YouTube. And then people had, I mean, baby, when I got to the house, see Miss O, baby, when I tell you my mailbox runners over. And then people were saying folks won't even come on hardly had something to say. And this is the thing. Y'all watch it. Stop watching it. If you stop watching it, either I'm going to have to stop, leave, or do something different. But y'all continue to watch it. Period. And so, again, I feel badly for Tommy and Castro. Castro won't even go to the hospital, having people sewing up his wounds like they on ER. And I'm like, boy, you got hit in the head. What is you doing? You just got hit in your whole head, and you want to go to the hospital? Hold on, let me get my coffee and my muffin. My God, today. Hold on. So anyway, but I heard people doing interviews and try to making appearances, pumping up their platforms. Sure, hold on. All right, y'all. Um, I'm supposed to be making 5011 videos. This is number two as the spirit leads, as Bertha May said. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. Have a good one. So anyway, Bertha May girl as the spirit leads. As the spirit leads. Let me see what y'all say. Stump down video had me on the floor laughing. Child. I ain't even seen it yet. Let me say this. I haven't seen anyone's videos yet, except for what people have sent me, and I have to get around to doing that. But I have not seen anybody's video. And again, I know people are trying to say, Jay Wilson, it's your fault and you provoke. I ain't provoked nothing. Again, you put your life on YouTube and you don't want nobody to talk about it. If you don't want to see Boo Boo on the tower or hear me talk about it, take your ass somewhere. Nobody don't ask you to come over and watch me, but I'm gonna talk about what the hell I want, when I want to, and you don't have to listen to it. You can go somewhere else. But it can tell you verbatim everything that I have said. So do you think I care? Hell no. And let me say this. I have said it over and over again. I am not here to make friends. I am not here to make acquaintances. We are 1099. I do my show, I click off, and I put my address in. Plain and simple. I don't give a damn if you say, "Oh, you don't have no heart." I'm not here to appease you. I'm not here to live your dreams and your fantasies. That's not my job. I'm here to make you mad. I'm here to make you laugh. I'm here to make you cry. And then I go on back on to yonder. That's what I do. So this is why I'm not shaken or upset or because again, I can see if I was telling these two to go at it. I can see if I was telling these two, oh, you need to go over there and knock him out. Maybe it didn't cross my lips one friggin' time. If anything, leave each other alone. Ain't nobody responsible for him. She needs to get his voice. And she needs to stop always pushing his lies. Because I'm finding out that he'll go to her and tell her something and she'll push that lie. So she's actually complicit for pushing his lies out. She was the one who we told this Gambit lie to, and then she ran up and pushed it out. Because she's Castro's mouthpiece, if y'all didn't know. But she needs to be telling him to go to the hospital to see, make sure his brain is okay. Hopefully he wakes up this morning. Y'all so concerned about people. And I'm going to say this, I ain't sending one dime to nobody's bail fund. I ain't doing that. I've done my job. I've told you all to leave each other alone. And I know y'all may not like it, but it's real. And that's why some of y'all cheering in the shape they in right now, because all you do is coddle them, and then want them, and that's why they in the mess they in. Y'all do that. And so, Tommy, this is what happens when you put your hands on people. You go to jail. Castro, This is what happens when you provoke people and mess with folk who is mentally unstable. They might hit you in the head. That's what happens. Now, be mad, baby. The more videos you make, the more I'm gonna make, and we all gonna make this money together, honey. Cause y'all want me to be responsible for people who are in their mid-30s. Sure, men who should know better. That's just like y'all responsible for my car payments. Y'all ain't responsible for my car payments. Y'all didn't go out and get the damn car. I did. What's up, Dr. Y'all about to down? No, they ain't on that lesson. No, they ain't on that lesson. Because Castro clicked on my link last night. All incoherent, drunk and stuttering, trying to recast it. Here you are trying to recast it, and you got a whole head bust in, and you trying to recast it. So I had to tell Catherine and Queen Tulsa, I'm like, don't fight with him. Don't fight with him. Don't fight with him. Don't fight with him. Now I'm telling you this, that you just got your head caved in, but yet you on somebody's platform hours after it happened to fight with somebody. Child, you think he learned the lesson out there? Hell no. And then he left at Tommy's mugshot. Child that said everything to me, and that's how I'm taking it. I'm taking it just like that. Tommy, I told you this boy don't mean you know well. I told you. I told you it was a setup. Now you in jail. At least you took a good mugshot, though, boo. That was a nice smile. It was giving very much high school prom. High school graduation picture. Yes, it was. I'm sorry that you had to go to jail for it, though. Now you a child. And if y'all think that's bad, you know the people in Arkansas, Little Rock, all in it. Girl, you know somebody not sent it to the apartment people. So, anyway, this ain't no different than other people in their communities saying what they need to say, and they'll talk about it 50, 11 times until it dies down. I'm here for it. I'm here all for it. All the flack, all the blame. I'm here for it. I don't care. I don't care. You gotta find somebody who really care. I don't. I haven't even looked at y'all. I'm just coming up. I read Bertha May this morning. Bertha May said, how many times you think they was gonna come up with that? Somebody said that the spirit leads him. That's right. 50, 11 times. I'm on number 2. You shouldn't be exploiting their lives. Well, keep the damn life off of you too. Now, how about that? Keep your life off of you too. I ain't making fun of Tommy being incarcerated. I thought that song was appropriate. I'm not picking at Castro getting his head knocked in. It happens. But there's some lessons to be learned off of this, honey. Nobody don't provoke nobody to do nothing. He's a grown man. He's a 34-year-old grown man. They know right from wrong. Where were y'all when they was drinking and driving? I ain't hear nobody say nothing. We were saying stop drinking and driving. Where y'all at? Nobody would know where. Nobody would know where. Not one there, one of y'all. Castro hanging out the window. When that man EBT cars got stolen, he was drinking pickle juice and eating dry waffles. Where was y'all in? Now all of a sudden, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, okay. Now and you see what he doing? He done let the neighbor sew him up. Okay, he done went to an unofficial urgent care. Okay, and drinking, and then get on trying to fight with people. And you think I'm sitting here, child by I'm eating my girl, they done discontinued the spice of egg McMuffin, girl. I had to get old nasty piece of McGriddle today. I'm sitting here eating my McGriddle, not a care in the world. Do you hear me? Not one. And the McGriddle is good. The sauce is extra good today. Mm-mm. So you run and tell that. So what you want. It ain't arrogance. I've been telling y'all this for years. You should be doing a show. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Well, Tommy went on over there with that red short set on. Him and Castro had words. Somebody got out the car. Somebody got knocked upside the head. I don't have nothing to do with that. When that was going on, I was driving to Houston. Girl, I was driving to Houston. We're in Houston. Baby, all this fiasco going on. Girl, I was at the party. Doing the cha-cha slide and boots on the ground and girl I was doing all that. I wasn't even thinking about this. Then I get to my other house, girl, I turn on my phone to check my emails and stuff, and it's just like my email is just all packed up. I'm like, oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. But yep, 11 times. You right, Bertha, man, as the spirit movement. Now they trying to say, well, you stirred this up. You kept talking about them. Mm-hmm. Yep. How silly it looked. Yep. Talked about it. I did. Talked about how Castro was fighting with Rose. Yep. Talked about that too. Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all. Now, these people want you to be responsible for everybody's life. And I'm going to talk about it. Let me hear what y'all saying. Mm-mm-mm. So I told y'all, it's dysfunction. Let me say this. I said, Tommy, stop going over people's houses. Stop doing that. People trying to provoke you. You need to be able to see that. Stop doing that. Use emotional intelligence. Tommy argued me down. Tommy came on my platform. He tipped me off. I'm like, stop talking about that man. I'm like, move on with your life and stop talking about that man. And Tommy was mad at me. Maybe they called me all kind of the deal patients, and I mean, went on with just ugly, just ugly. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, I know you're angry. The Bible says, be angry but sin not. And see, it's the sin not that getting y'all. Y'all be angry. That's okay to be angry. But it's the sin not part that y'all missing. Honey, it's the sin not part. Because that sin part will get you in jail. Honey, that sin part will take you down over there to the county. So, you know, he got the angry part. It's the sin not part that he ain't getting. And baby, you can't do that kind of stuff. I hate to tell you, but again, and people want to blame me. Girl, but y'all get y'all little content, get your little money. Okay, I know you don't like me. That's good. That's good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Like I said, I ain't never lied. I've always told y'all what I was about. I don't know why y'all now talking about he ain't never about that money. Yep, you're right. That's what I'm about. I'm about that money. I sure am. Always been. I don't know what y'all say. We ain't no friends on YouTube. We 1099s, boo. Let me see what y'all say. 11 times, Kim McGee. 11 times. I'm reading y'all. Tatiana, you know, his beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but when people got a little job and stuff, child, you know, that was a permanent lick. If Castro never left that porch or went in the house, how much? Well, it's a lot of stuff. Look, y'all blaming the victim, child. It ain't no victims. It's volunteers moving right along. Moving right along. They blaming you. I didn't know you did, or you told. I didn't. It's a bit. I sure didn't. Jay Wilson, you not to blame. Yolanda is not to blame. Shamar is not to blame. Brian is not to blame. And Castro is not to blame. With Tom. Well, look, I know I ain't taking him. I don't tell people to go beat folk. I don't tell people to go and provoke people. Mm-mm. When I'm done with a loser, okay. I told Tommy, stop, block the man. Block the man. Why invite me when you know how to get child? He said pull up. The boy pulled up. The boy pulled up. Yeah, and he ain't gonna let them people sew him up on the porch. And the girls are upset. But you know, it's YouTube. It's YouTube. Honey, if they don't like you, girl, you did everything. You did everything. You made them burn the greens. Okay? You made them miss their food stamps. You baby, you do everything. You do everything. You do everything when they don't like you. You swear I told Tommy to go over there and not Castro, but I gave him directions to get to how they acting. Well, both of them do. Both of them do. And then you know Tommy, Mama, and Daddy know about it now because they said they done told them. They said the church is getting ready to have an emergency meeting. I'm like, I don't know why. That Tommy ain't a member. Is Tommy a member of the church? So this is what I'm gonna tell the church people: start blocking the church folk. But let me tell you something. Them church folk is nosy too. But can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this? Them church folk nosy too. I can see them now. Ooh, y'all see Deacon Caldwell's son? Oh my God, assistant pastor. Ooh, he living that life out there and all that training. Ooh, we gotta have a meeting. Lord, it's nothing like I've seen before. Baby, they gossiping. Honey, they talking all about it. You know they are. Honey, they done looked at that video 11 times. And now they're going to have a meeting. Girl, bye. They just as nosy. Because a real church would have been trying to counsel Brother Caldwell and say, come on, Brother Caldwell. We know a lot of stuff is going on. And we know that these children, especially these new children, but we're going to pray for you. and we know what these people trying to do, child. But but that man dad don't have nothing to do with him. Tommy 34 years old. That man done did his job. Okay, leave that man alone. But them church folk a mess too. They gonna sit right back and gossip and talk about it and talk about the man and what that boy who hit people. Wait a minute, gay, girl, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. Girl, it's gonna be a mess. Hold on for a minute. I just got something in. I got breaking news. Hold on. Child, it's another honey. It's another mess of brewing. It's another mess of brewing. Rico, you better chill out. I don't know why you want to cut up before that September court date, girl. Why is these homosexuals? Why are these homosexuals cutting up this month? Is this homosexual violence month? What's wrong with y'all? Girl, you're hitting dogs, you're wielding knives, now you're hitting people with metal objects. Is it homosexual violence month? I'm girl. Okay. Is it LGBT violence month? I'm just trying to see. And this is why I'm gonna go back to this King Roman thing. Let me go back to the King Roman thing. So when King Roman came up and said, I called animal control. I didn't call the cops. And when animal control, I did a follow up with them. They said it was dismissed. But Rico did some crazy stuff with them cops. That ain't King Roman's fault. I hate to say it. And again, I was like very not Team Roman at that particular point. But when he came and explained his side of the story, it made perfectly good sense. It made perfectly good sense. And so I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. The man liked animals. He called animal control. But Rico put his own stuff in jail by showing them cops all that stuff and not having that apartment clean. Shabba. But y'all want to call these people. That man, Rico is past 20. These are not cheering no more. These people need to try. Girl, all I saw was the camera fall. Girl, all I saw was bloop, 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 and the camera was down. And then the next thing you know, somebody had a bleed head. Girl,
I'm like, Castro is already angry with me for over here with your commentary. He already angry with me. Pastor, you gotta fix that girl because I think I heard it before I came up here. Let's see if it's
what me. What you heard, Miss O?
Go on mute, Pastor. Let me see if it's me. Okay.
Girl, it's me. Hold on, it's me. Yeah, hold on for a minute.
Look at me taking notes.
Go ahead. I had to turn something off. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I agree because me and you had a conversation about this, whatever, transparently and on the air, So I agree with you said about King Roman. I think it's still accountability for Rico. I never said it wasn't. If you notice, I never went at him really harshly. I just supported Rico. You can do those things.
Go ahead, Miss. Oh, now I'm back.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Oh, I got a camera slip.
Oh, child, this man go.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, let me do I'm doing my co-show part. Okay, let me do my show.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Rico, I never took accountability from Rico as far as what happened with the police because you don't have to let them in for one without a warrant. For two, but we need to all educate each other better or whatever. We got some of us are street smart, but sometimes we forget and we even need a little help too. And I think that he will move differently. I think though, if any punishment we think he deserved for his accountability, baby, I think it's been served. He had to spend 2 days in a lockup, standing up straight without no food or bath. So think, and then he had to go get a bus on the strength. And at the end of the day, when he had no other person, who did he have to get to? Wiley. So is he gonna pay for that? Yes. So trust me, if anything y'all thinking that he needs to be accountable for, baby, I think he getting it bit by bit. And also remember, we ain't even went to the court date yet, right? But I do have a question for you, Jay Wilson, on this Sunday. Going to
Hmm.
serve the Lord, like I'm going to serve the Lord, and for you a little something. I heard you on your PR speaking up here, and it was cute. But I want to know where is the police report number for Tommy and Castro since we heard, oh, and then we saw blood gushing out. So where is the police report number for that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, but like I said, Jay, you did that, and you provoked them, Jay, and you kept on talking about it. Okay, so y'all keep on talking about Lemon. Y'all keep on talking about XYZ. My thing is, I don't take receipts for things that I didn't purchase. Again, Demus, oh, I was in Houston enjoying the party. Demus, oh, I swear, when I got home, when I tell you my email box was full, it runneth over. When I tell you it looked like a hot mess, and people had stuff out, and I'm like, this was after I got on because I just went on YouTube, just to come on YouTube before I went to bed. After I left YouTube, baby, when I tell you my mailbox was full, I'm like, well, damn. So again, all of this stuff going on with Castro child, and I'm not responsible. And I'm not, look, I'm not crying about it. I'm not trying to convince people. I'm not. You're grown men. You're grown men. And if anything, I've told again, Tommy, leave that boy alone. You need to have emotional intelligence. I said your emotional intelligence is going to get you put in jail. I even told Tommy that how you talked to that man when he had to let you go was just incomprehensible. You cussing out the man. You got anger issues. But then I told Castro, you need to stop provoking people because that's what you've been doing. You've been provoking people. And then you told that man to pull up and he fulfilled that wish and he pulled up. Because let me say this, if I'm responsible, Brian is responsible. If I'm responsible, Deanna Irvin is responsible. If I'm responsible, all these folk responsible. And guess what? Not one of those individuals are responsible. You know why? Because A, they did not put the weapon in Tommy's hands. B, they did not tell Tommy to swing. C, they didn't tell Castro to, well, I don't know. Somebody might have told him to fight. But baby, I
He
don't
has
take.
it in his head that people are looking for him to fight back because he said one of the things he said before Tommy even when he was just first in the car without the crowbar, he was like, now I don't care, I'll fight. I'm a whole nigga, I'll fight too. Now don't get it twisted. Like I'll fight, but I don't want to. Am I God? But I have to. If I have to fight you, I have to fight you out here. But I can fight. So yeah, I believe
But
that
we
that
saw that. We saw that at the apartment where that ended up.
well, yeah, and
Child
I
by.
believe people have been making him feel less than a man or whatever for being, I guess, the woman in the typical domestic balance. But then you should let them hype you up. But what I will say, Tommy supposed to be that girl and that beach, and I'm gonna be good today because I am also going to service. He supposed to be that girl and that beach. Then why you need a crowbar? Because you should be able to
What
get
happened?
you should be able to get Castro with hands and feet, baby. That's you should have been able to get him with Crawford style
But it,
hands.
but it, but it ain't even about hands and feet with Tommy. It's about trying to hurt you in the most deepest manner that I can. And my fist wasn't gonna do it, but this iron piece of steering wheel block or whatever we'll do it. It's heavy, it's steel, and I'm gonna knock you the hell out, and I'm gonna do the most damage I can. And
But
I
then
think
one
that's
thing
what he
you
was going
yourself
for.
always say, Tommy, at least go to work, and sometimes he can have some sense and be a functional diagnosis or whatever. But he knew he kept talking to us on YouTube, and by now he know everybody's invested with them. So he was talking to us. He didn't seem to be that inebriated, but Castro said he was, and he knows best, because he hangs with him. But he was saying YouTube, YouTube. So knowing that YouTube is watching and Castro is filming for those intents and purposes, because Castro knows that one thing we have not saw, and the one thing they couldn't do too much with you was that we didn't actually see the blood and see the hitting. So this is up the ante, which is where this was going to eventually go. Just because the camera on black don't mean we don't know what's going on behind it. But we actually saw it. So Tommy, knowing all those things, still performed for the girls. So my thing is, ain't nothing you could have done about that. And you think you
Mm-mm.
got blown up in your email box, baby. They are watching me this morning, hold you a little bit accountable. You know I'm going to get ate up if I don't hold you a little bit accountable. They are watching me harder than folks watch for that check on the 31st and the 6th when
But
they
let me
got
say
paid.
this. Let me say this. I don't give a damn. See, that's the whole thing. Brian using Castro bloody face as his thumbnail. Oh, really? But I'm exploiting them. Oh, okay.
They say
Let me
Brian
tell y'all
cried,
something.
Pastor.
Let me tell y'all something. Once again, look in my eyes. Look at my face. Number one, a hard head makes a soft behind. I've been telling folk this. I'm not responsible. I'm getting ready to have a good service. I ain't worrying about nobody. Now they said that the police supposed to be calling me. Child, give them my email. Tell Tommy, Daddy, and Mama to call. And again, one thing I can say, I've been telling those two gentlemen, y'all need to do better. And let me say this: everybody ain't going to college, but you can go take some Microsoft skill trainings. What you gonna do? See what I'm saying? Everybody think I'm pushing. I wish you could go to college, but what you doing with your life?
No, Pastor, you be talking about the certificates and all that kind of stuff, and that is good because everybody shouldn't go to college. At some
Well, I
colleges
mean,
have
but
to
see what I'm
learn.
saying? So the stuff that I've been telling them is stuff that I told Tommy to stop drinking. I told Castro to stop drinking. But one thing I did say to Castro, and again, I've been quite honest. I have been saying, Castro, I don't feel the need to coddle and enable you because you provoke people. And I can understand what Tommy was saying when he does things and it makes me mad and I want to come. And that's why I told Tommy, you got to have emotional intelligence because that's what he wants to do. He came on here last night, D Miss O.
Oh, you came last night? Are you kidding me?
I was on last night.
Thank you, thank you. Are y'all happy? Are y'all happy? I knew what he was doing, but I wasn't gonna tell y'all what
Oh,
he was doing.
I was on last night.
Okay,
It was
thank God.
Tulsa, Catherine, and Brian came up for a little bit. But Brian got too mad at Tulsa, and I had to tell him, he had to get down because he was acting like Tommy. He was acting like Tommy. I'm like, oh my God. So Castro clicked the link. We were like, did you go to the hospital? He said, it's been seen. Well, I didn't know that the people on the porch, his next door neighbors, sold him up. Girl, sold him up on the
You
porch.
lying, Pastor. You is lying to me.
No,
They got the
he wasn't.
urgent care on the block. These people are talented. Why are they not taking advantage of all these programs and certificates and
Baby,
performing
they
surgery?
said that the people on the porch, his next door neighbors sold him up and said, if you ain't feeling better tomorrow, then maybe you need to go to the hospital.
But
I'm
the
like,
hospital, he didn't have to say who abused him to get treatment. He could have just went in there and not
but
paid
my
like they
thing is
always
this:
do.
what medical school in the Caribbean did they go to?
Because it could be some infection up underneath that stiff. Some things you don't need to close up until it's properly
You could
washed
have a
out.
concussion. You could have a whole lot of stuff going on, right? Instead of Castro going to the hospital, he letting these folks sew him up, sitting there drinking and talking to them. Then he clicks on my link, and then he said, y'all don't care, and all of this stuff. Then he goes and said, "Did you see Tommy's mugshot?" And start laughing. Start laughing, right? I'm sitting there listening. And then he started trying to come at
You got a
Catherine.
bug shot already? God, that last
Then
night
he
one wasn't
then
ready
he
to let
came
that.
at then he came after Queen Talk. And I told him, don't fight with him because he's trying to do this. He's trying to do this. Now look, let me tell y'all something now. I'm not saying, hold on for a minute. Very carry. Very caring. I am not saying that schools in the Caribbean are bad, but we do know that a lot of American doctors who can't get into school over in America, they'll go to Ross University. And, I'm just calling it out, niece. And those schools operate in the Caribbean. It's not the Caribbean school. It's these white folk who done got a major operation. But most of them schools are in the Caribbean. I ain't saying nothing wrong with the Caribbean girl, but I'm telling the truth. You went to St. James
Look in
Medical
the chat.
School?
Look in the chat. They said Castro was telling everybody how fine the man, the PA who sold him up was. Child, you can't make this up.
Mm-mm. So very careful. That's what I'm saying. A whole needle and thread, girl. A whole needle and thread. A lot of times Castro Tommy drops in there. Yeah, and I heard that he had dropped. Baby, that's it. If Castro doesn't care, I definitely do. That's what I'm saying. What is giving him money gonna do? Get him some more pickle juice and some more
Oh,
tall
they was
boy.
raising cash out. So Jay Wilson, you always indirectly donating and helping the girls. It's a circle effect. I don't know why people don't realize that. Castro and Tommy just won't do what I recommend them to do. Is go over there and when they get mad at you, take it to their platform and have a back and forth. If you're gonna do something, and now you still putting people money in their pocket indirectly. See how you eventually helping them at the same time.
I'm so done with these
Because
folks.
they felt bad. Everybody was rallying last night, Jay Wilson, while you were doing your thing.
Well, let me say this. I'm not saying that Caribbean doctors are not good. You all don't
Yeah.
understand that there are some for-profit institutions that move to the Caribbean and they move outside of the United States.
You
So,
talking about the white people actions and them going to try to do a little something to get their stuff and not on,
but let me say this.
you
Those
ain't
schools
talking
are
about the
still good.
school.
Those
Yeah.
schools are still good. But let me tell you about those schools. Those schools are like the for-profit colleges in America. You're going to get a chance, but you're going to pay more money because they know that you need to do that. And a lot of those schools are located in the Caribbean. I'm not saying that schools in the Caribbean, because the University of the West Indies is a great school. The College of the Bahamas is a great school. But I'm just saying, Ross University, that's the first one that comes to mind. That's what they do. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. No, his neighbors botched him up. Yeah, he was talking about the white couple, how the guy was sick. He didn't want to deal with the female, just the white thick one. See, see y'all. Yeah, see, and then I'm the blame child. By I'm gonna make 5011. I'm gonna make 5011 videos. I'm gonna make 5011 videos. I sure am. And Bertha May, you got it right. How many? When the spirit leads, if somebody poo, ooh, they pooed it. If somebody stump their toe, ooh, they stump their toe. Baby, I'm gonna be here every time I feel the spirit moving in my heart. I'll click the link. Okay.
You
All
right
right,
about
I
that, Jay
sure
Wilson,
will.
because I looked on your live yesterday where I was talking about the pastor gonna come on even if it's 52 minutes, child. Like,
Baby, you know I am. You know
Woo.
I am. You know I am. I sure am. And this is what I'm look, these people doing the most. But like I said, I'm gonna do me. Y'all do you. It is what it is. I'm enjoying my life, and I'm gonna let these people continue to act the fool. Nobody don't tell them to come on to YouTube and do all of this foolery in front of y'all. A lot of people was mad at me, and you gonna stay mad. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I didn't provoke nobody to do nothing. And this is the thing, girl. Somebody was saying that people coming out the woodwork, folk we ain't seen in umpteen years, and then they want to say somebody. Let me tell you something. You don't have to like me. You ain't saved me. You ain't sanctified me. You ain't get up on the third day, no nails in your hands. You didn't get pierced in your side. So until you can do that, you have nothing to say about me. I'm 55 years old. Go and do what I want to do and enjoy doing it. Okay. And if y'all want to be a spectacle, you be a spectacle. How many times have we been telling people, keep your personal life off of YouTube? If you don't want people to talk about it, don't put it on. And what do? They put it on. You can't get mad at me talking about it. Do you see me get mad? I went to McDonald's, pulled out a credit card that should have been shredded. It was declined. Of course it was going to decline because it's a canceled credit card. And that was my fault. But guess what? Who ate it? Me. I ain't mad at nobody. Came, explained, and went right about my business with my Egg McMuffin and my coffee in my hands. Now the girls had a good laugh. That don't bother me. You see what I'm saying? Now, I didn't have to put that on. I ain't have to do none of that, right? So I did, but why am I going to get mad at people? Because now they talking about it and laughing at it and still probably will use it as commentary. Because it's YouTube, it's the beef sector, and that's what people do. I don't know why people get mad. Period.
But
Jay Wilson,
I
does
know
your
you and Castro
significant other
was
know about it?
arguing after.
No, my significant others does not know about Castro. He doesn't watch YouTube because one time he watched it, he got pissed off at somebody, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
no,
can't watch that. Yeah, they
you
can't.
can't do that. I said, no, you need to go somewhere else. You can't watch that. You know what I'm saying? He watched it back in the day when Shelly was on, me and Shelly was fighting, and when Shelly said he had peed in his pants, baby, he thought that was so funny. He laughed. Oh, he loves some Shelly. He laughed. He thought Shelly was funny. So, but as time went on, he was like, no, he really wanted to go and handle some people. I'm
Right,
like,
they
no, you
can't
can't
watch
do
that. My
that.
husband the same way. Like it's funny when it's funny. He likes certain people that like him. Like his two favorite content creators probably are Deanna. He like, why you don't listen to Deanna Irvin no more? And I said, well, she don't really come on no more. But I was like, I'm glad you said that. I wish they could have heard you because she loops me in with some of these other things. But I was her biggest fan. I just love hearing her cuss people out, and I don't care. Y'all got issues or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean,
So
she's
they
funny,
can't
but you
hear
can't
some things.
blame me on this. Like I said, child, I don't pay these people in the mind. And you know what? I consciously will not watch these content creators when it comes to this because I'm not gonna fight them. I'm not going back and forth the banner. I'm not doing banter with them back and forth. I'm coming on as much as I can. I'm gonna have a record month. I know that piss y'all off. If you don't want me to have a record month, then stop putting your damn business on YouTube. Again, D-Miss O, I can understand if somebody doxes you and you don't have no control over that. But these hoes sitting up there putting their stuff out. Castro want to blame Tommy. Well, you knew he was crazy when you was dating him. And you knew what he was capable of when you was dating him. That's why I told you the first time, make sure you take your relationship off of YouTube. But you know what? YouTube was more important than your relationship. So now you get clocked in the head and it's our fault. You better go on somewhere and sit down somewhere with that.
No, it's not our fault. But initially, I did say, okay, I knew it was gonna come to this. I knew when they come over here, they act up, and then they used to go over to their place, and I felt like it would whatever they got escalated about it here, whoever side it was on, the other person, especially if it's Tommy, would get over there and things would escalate. But
No,
it was
child,
me.
Tommy didn't hit the panel last night. Tommy in jail.
Yeah, and then so
Castro
now
hit the
he is
panel.
in jail. Did they show his?
Castro, Castro. Let me tell you this. I did not show Tommy's mug shot. I didn't show none of that stuff. But they say Brian got Castro bloody face all on his thumbnail. That looked like exploitation to me.
Well, I saw the
Wouldn't
face.
you say
It
that
said
was
he was hurt.
exploitation? It looked
Well,
like exploitation to me. But you know what? I don't even care though. And let me tell you why I don't care. If Brian wants to put that boy's face up there because it was bleeding, well, you know what? They posted it, they put it up. But I'm just calling Brian hypocrisy out for saying somebody exploiting somebody. But yeah, he got that man face plastered up there with blood, all that. That's exploitation. But again, I ain't mad at it because at the end of the day, he should have kept his face off there. And that's it.
well, the girls didn't find a problem with it because I was getting messages that how touching it was to hear Brian so moved and upset and bothered by Castro. So I'm surprised the thumbnail was like that because they said he was affected by it in his life to the point of whatever that how the violence done. I mean, but you're not responsible for that, Jay Wilson, at all. But I used to worry about how it would work for
What
Castro.
did Castro say about his own mother last night?
His
I didn't
own
hear it.
mama.
What did he say about his own mama?
Well, he doxed their cars for one thing. Castro, you need to get that video down. Everybody done had they fun with it. They done got their screenshot. You need to get that video down because when you out disoriented or whatever, you showing too much personal things, matching cars with houses, then that's gonna let them match the security footage. And trust me, listen to me. You need to take that shit down now because that's gonna
Busted bricks, honey. I'm just afraid some will end up unalive, child. Well, we've been telling them not to. Like I said, the judge can look at my stuff, honey, because I've been telling them jokers to leave each other alone. And like I said, people always saying that, ooh, Jay done did this and this. I ain't do nothing. These people clicked on my, let me say this. These people clicked on my link. I did not beg them to come over here. I don't beg Brian to come over here. They click the link because they want to click the link. And that's what happens.
If
And
he
I
posted
and again they
something
click it.
on them today, Jay Wilson, does that mean guarantee that nothing tragic will happen? They're gonna stop fighting because we heard
I don't
about them
know. I
fighting.
can't predict the future. Let me
Right.
stop.
It's not
Yes,
gonna. It's not going. I
I
can't.
can't.
It's not gonna stop it. If you stop talking about them, it's not gonna stop it until they get ready to stop their relationship.
Honey, that mugshot was looking like a senior picture. I'm like, oh my God, Tommy looked so good. He was smiling and stuff.
He
And I'm like,
smiled on his mugshot.
yes,
Where
he
I ain't
did.
see it. Where
Oh
is it?
yeah. Yeah, girl. He was smiling on that mugshot. Like he was taking a senior picture. Senior prom picture, baby. Uh-huh.
Don't they
Mm-hmm.
live in a small town, Jay Wilson? Because I'm surprised they
They
got
live
the
in Little Rock.
mugshot so
Tommy lives in a
fast.
small town. Tommy's
Oh,
parents live in
okay.
a small town, but he
Oh,
lives in
okay,
Little Rock.
okay.
Castro said his mama came by and told him to stop drinking. He basically told her he's going to do what he wants and said she pulled off so fast she left tire smoke. Well, see, I've been to, what did I tell you all?
I thought he was
He,
staying with his mama. That's
let
his
me say
grandma
this. No, he
house.
stayed with his uncle. Let me tell
Oh,
y'all this. When your mama can't tell you nothing, see what I'm saying? So
right.
why do y'all expect these folks to listen to me? When your own mama can't tell you to stop drinking. That, see, Brian was turned on watching Tommy give Castro love taps that he began to cry. I don't know about that, but yeah. Oh yeah. The freaks on LSA were saying that they can't take Brian seriously crying. They claimed he was the one that actually instigated the altercation last night. Oh, they say Brian instigated it because again, I wasn't there. The last time Tommy was on my platform, we wasn't talking about Castro. We was talking about uppity Max Boogie, and Room Shaker, and how we said Uppity needs to stop telling people to pull up because somebody might fulfill her wish. How ironic. Tommy wasn't even saying nothing. He was just on mute. So, yeah. And that's why I was asking, who was the last one who dealt with Tommy and Castro? And how did that end? Because it wasn't me. But you mean to tell me that they claim he was the one that actually instigated the altercation last night? How did they come about that, Lynn Morris? I'm interested.
Oh, y'all people
Oh,
so
they were quick
fast
and thirsty
and
to blame you.
messy.
Yes, they
I
were.
got the. I just seen the smile. Y'all so fast. Thank you. Shout out to the production team and the Back Tech Chronicles. Yes,
I don't
child.
know why
Tommy,
people
we
don't
know you
think we
want to
get
get your
stuff, Demons.
man.
Oh, I don't know why people don't think we get stuff. Baby, these people be sending stuff. Baby, these people be sending stuff quick. I don't know why people don't think we get stuff.
Tommy, you ought to be ashamed. What nothing to
Big
nerve to
Brianna
run
blame me.
about.
Big Brianna need to continue to be that surrogate mama for that man. And don't worry about me. Cook
Oh,
for them
Jay
damn
Wilson,
cheering and make
careful.
sure them cheering hair get done. Okay? Okay, silly. Okay, silly. You let Mister tell you what to do. All right? Okay, you want them chilling that he done had that ain't yours. And don't worry about me. Make sure they getting their school supplies and they going to bed. Okay? She being a surrogate mama over there. Ain't no way. Ain't no God-given way that I'm gonna take some care of somebody other cheering for some man and be they built-in damn babysitter. Y'all better get out my face. Let me move on. Let me move on. I done left Burger Brie alone for a while, but Bert, you better leave me alone, ho. Okay, you better stick with your man and be that surrogate mama and suckle that other woman's cheering and get out my face. All right, let me move on. Let me keep on moving. I don't believe she got nerve to say something about somebody and Mr. Lawnmower Man, okay, with them umpteen eight cheering, okay, and she all at her house, all at her house, so he can get his baby mama a vacation. Girl, you better get out my face. Moving right along, moving right
But Jay Wilson,
along.
you know the children should come where the father is at. If that's where he's at, then the baby mamas do need a break
I
now.
don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And let me say this: I think it's a good thing that she doing that. But get out of my face and focus on your damn surrogate cheering. Moving right along. Let me tell you something. I think it's good that she being motherly, but get out my face. That's all I gotta say. Moving right
Lord,
along.
Jay Wilson. I'm pulling up, I'm looking at, because I got somebody sent me something through the Instagram or whatever about Tommy. But I'm looking, Jay Wilson. Do you not know I had 20 requests for people that don't follow me normally, and I had to accept to see what they said about the message, and they were all about, where is your pastor? I bet you going what you gonna say about this social worker? Where is your pastor? Where is your pastor? Where is your pastor? God dang. Oh my God. I got
Baby, I was
wait,
at the
y'all booked me,
party.
Jay Wilson?
I was at the
Yeah, I
party.
knew
Where
that, but
them
I wasn't gonna
fans
tell
at?
them
I was
that.
putting boots on the floor at the party.
You had an event Friday and Saturday a day, didn't you?
I was
I
putting
knew
boots
that,
on
but I
the
wasn't gonna
floor.
tell them people where you was. They thought I was gonna tell them where you was. I said, Pastor is when Pastor will address it. He always do. Just wait, child. I
So
said he
the
might come
individuals
on.
on LSA said that they were laughing at all the people blaming JW because the truth lies in the video that Brian did yesterday. Oh, Lynn Morris. See what I'm saying? And this is why I was asking, who talked to them last? It wasn't me. Tommy Castro rarely comes on the link with Tommy on my thing. He don't like to come up with Tommy. So, so he don't come, but he was up, I guess they was on Brian's link. Interesting. Let me see what y'all saying. It was Big Baby Brian. It was. Okay. I mean, like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know where they was. Again, y'all, I was gone. I was in Houston. I was in the Houston area. So I didn't know what was happening. Oh, somebody done sent me a coin. Thank y'all for that coin. Thank y'all for that coin. Where them fans at, baby? We went to somebody's 52nd birthday party and had a whole nasty good time. And so, I was busy on the dance floor with Boo. And when Boo with me,
Now that's footage
we
just
don't
sitting
watch we
there.
don't watch B Sector. So we were listening to Heart and Soul. Then I watched World News Tonight when we were coming on because it was 5:30. This is why I know I wasn't there. So at 5 o'clock, we left to go. He bought 2 lottery tickets at these podunk stores where everybody win the lottery. Boo said, Boo had me stopping at all the stores talking about something, yeah, because so I remember that, and World News Tonight came on when we was heading in one small little town. All right, so we went because we don't take where we went in Houston area. We don't take Interstate 10. We take 87. So we go through Victoria and all of that. So it's that area over there by Victoria area. So we went on yonder over there. So that was at 5:30. Yeah, we left the party around about 11:30ish because we got back home. I came on about 12ish, something like that. I came on about 12ish. So I didn't even know all of this stuff was going on. So I'm like, I had nothing to do with it. They went on my panel. And that's why I kept on asking the question, whose panel were they on last? Now, I know that they said that Castro was doing a live and Tommy was on there and Castro blocked Tommy. But my thing is, which panel they were on that wasn't Castro? And y'all telling me it's Brian.
But Jay Wilson, ultimately, just like with you, it don't matter who panel they was on last. They are grown men, and they
Yeah.
knew. And all that time that Castro had time to go back in the house, he already know how things end up with Tommy. You the one to get the worst end of it. So just go in the house because you filming him only gonna instigate him and want him to perform for the cameras. He was so far enough away from Tommy that I'm surprised he even got him with the crowbar because he should have seen him coming enough. He didn't even take out running or nothing. He was just
Bro,
standing
it was
there.
no crowbar. It was one of them
How you
things for
change a tire? Yeah, the tire jack thing.
I thought it was the thing that go on your steering wheel so people won't steal your
Oh, I
car.
ain't seen them since the 90s. People still
Okay.
use them.
Girl, I thought that's what it was, girl.
Child, the last time I seen one of them was on a Geo Prism, baby. I know you taking me out. I know, goddamn.
No, ma'am. It was one of them things, baby. It wasn't no crowbar.
That's a straight
Girl, it was one of them
endorsement,
things to keep
baby.
people. You remember we used to use them long time ago?
And just like
And
them
then,
things to block out the sun, you know, them accordion things to block out the sun. And
mhm,
then you had a whole nasty piece of thing on the thing to do your
boy, it
time.
was a
That's
steering wheel
good
lock.
lord. That's a
Child, it
good
was a
jack.
steering wheel lock, girl. It was a steering wheel lock. Tommy always used it before he got out the car. Girl, you using a steering wheel, girl. They don't have tracker on your car, so if you steal one of my cars, it's a monitor.
Right.
See
Mine
now
ain't got no
that
nasty
means,
plate
but hold
though,
on,
right?
that means you gotta pay your bills though. See the girls don't know with these new cars now, baby. They will put a kill switch in your stuff until you finish paying for it. So honey,
Right. I
but
can
I got a
see every
monitor.
turn somebody make in my car. Even my husband take my car to go get clean. I can see his direct route, baby. Turn, turn. Your car is located here, bitch. Like, yes.
Okay,
Jesus be a
so
thief
y'all got
against me,
us messed
baby.
up. Y'all got us messed up. So Tommy hit that man with a steering wheel lock, girl. Girl, that thing took me back. Steering wheel lock, baby, that ain't even the 90s. That's an 80s thing. With them loud alarms. Woo, woo, you remember them loud alarms? Ah. Okay, girl, it's taking me back to the 80s. So anyway, but y'all
Ooh,
saying
Jesus
to
be a
me
Chevrolet
that
Corsica, baby.
I'll tell y'all telling me that
Yeah.
Brian was the last person who laid eyes on them during this situation. So why ain't nobody talking to Brian? Of course, I talk about Castro and Tommy. I sure do. Did I talk about Boo Boo on the tower? I sure did. And y'all went right on over there and watched it. See, let me tell you something. I'm not here for y'all judgment of me and all that stuff. I'm here to make my coin. And that's it. And I know you can say that's heartless, but baby, I'm doing my job. I'm just like Shula King. He said, I'm not giving y'all no overtime. I gave y'all exactly what you need. Boom. And so that's how I am. I'm honest about my dime. And I don't know why the girls is mad. I've been saying this since I've been on this tip. So at the end of the day, I'm here for my coin. I'm not here to be friends with you. I'm not here to do this. Now, do I give you suggestions and advice that can help you along the way? Yes. Do I give tips? Yes. Am I concerned about people? Yes, I am. But baby, on my show, because I got a real life with real friends. Do I come on here a lot? Yeah, it's easy. I mean, it's easy. When I'm driving somewhere, come on. It's that easy. I don't have to knock on your door. Don't have to sell you nothing. Don't have to have no parties at my house. Don't have to get no equipment. Baby, it's easy. It's easy money. And
Pastor,
you
I
can be
get
mad
down
that you
with
want
where
to.
the
That's the problem. If some of
I
y'all
get with
people
the
would
Lord
start
talk
taking
though.
this as a business, you wouldn't be up here fighting people and doxing folk. If you took it as a business, you wouldn't be doing all of this. But y'all are too emotionally invested. I'm not. And you can say what you want. I'm not. I'm not Tom and Mama. I'm not Tom and Daddy. And at the end of the day, if Tom and Mama Daddy, or if Castro, as they say, Mama couldn't even tell him to stop drinking, then it is what it is. These are grown people. They
Pastor,
got
I'm
to
gonna
give an
get
account
down.
for
I'm
their
going to
stuff.
service. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna see you later. I'm going to service.
All right, go ahead, Demon Soul. Thank you for coming up. Yeah, so y'all act like folk responsible, and I ain't responsible for these grown 35, 34-year-old men, and I'm not taking responsibility. I'm gonna do exactly what I need to do. Now, if you bring it on, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. I don't say nothing about y'all unless you bring it on. And again, I can even give people grace when they've been doxxed or somebody is talking about them because they found out information. I can even give people grace because of that. But these people have continually brought their stuff on to YouTube. They done talked about stuff. They done brought their violent relationship on. Now, all of a sudden, we can't say nothing about it. All of a sudden, we got to be silent about it. No, I'm going to talk about it. I sure am. And so that's how I feel. And so, yeah. And if I want to be on 5011 times, it's my phone. I pay the phone bill and I'll be on 5011 times. You better believe it. Because again, it's my phone. It's my phone and I pay the bill. Okay. It's my screen. And if I want to be on 5011 times, I'm going to be on. If I want to say nothing and dedicate a whole show to Castro, I'm going to do it. I sure am. Now, how about that? So, all you content creators, have at it. Have at it. I came on this morning. I was on early this morning. Now I'm back on late morning. Have at it. Jay Wilson been on here 50, 11 times. Talk about it. Talk about it. I don't even watch you. Not because I'm mad at y'all, but I'm going to do what I want to do. And I am Glenn Morris. I don't tell these people how to do their channels. Tracy trying to blame Pastor for Tommy Castro, but didn't she put child? Yeah, I guess y'all gonna blame me for Tracy too. Oh, that's another one. Y'all gonna blame me for Tracy too. Tracy, are you okay? Yeah, no, you ain't. I guess you gonna blame. That's another one. Tracy, get out the hotel room, girl. They know where you're at, girl. Next thing you know, honey, they blazing guns, honey. You can't tell these girls nothing. You can't tell them nothing. That's why I mean, but hey, I told y'all I'm a pre-prophet. I tell you before it happened. And when I tell you that thing be 100%, you can take it to the bank. You may not like me, but baby, when something in my spirit, you can take it to the bank. Take that to the bank. How Jody Wiley them said, take that to the bank. That's what Shalimar said. You can take it to the bank. You can take it to the bank. This happened sooner than I thought. I thought it was gonna boil up and happen eventually. That's why I kept on trying to say, Tommy, get emotional intelligence. But baby, this thing happened sooner than I expected. Kwani mad at Sir King because he said she has a will lock. Whatever, baby. Pastor, they want to control what you talk about. They can't. Well, Brian, they said you did. Honey, they said you was the last person, and they said you was instigating, and you was the last person to talk to them two together before they went on over. Now, I ain't saying that you did instigate, Brian, but now you can understand what people go through. Because again, I said that you're not responsible for those people, but you were the last one to talk to them. And so Lipstick Alley is saying that you instigated this. They trying to blame me because, of course, who I am. I'm Jay Wilson. And, you know, they want to blame Pastor, but they really saying it was you. That's all. These people are trying to blame you because they don't like you. Both those guys are military. I know Kingdom Maker. Baby, I know. I ain't mad at these folks. And Child Brown was acting like a banjo last night, honey. He was cussing out everybody. I said, you need to get down because I'm afraid for the people on the panel how you was acting. Ooh, this honey, this emotional intelligence gonna take people out. Folk don't know how to breathe. They don't know how to come. And then here come Rico trying to add his little 11 cents in. And then talking about something, let me read you. Click. I clicked them right on off. You ain't gonna read nothing but a book. Okay? Now, you don't have no money to get your teeth fixed, but you all with a new telephone. Honey, these hoes' priorities are in the wrong place. I'm going to leave it right at that. I'm going to leave it right at that. These hoes' priorities is in the wrong place. What's up, Brian?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I wanted to just come over here, cause priority alert. I thought I blocked priority alert, but they have multiple pages I see, and they just
Yeah,
said
I
that.
blocked all of them, baby. I blocked all of them. Okay, go ahead.
And I just read it. It said pastors over there saying that you instigated, and I told Ness I'll be right back, or I'll have to catch you later, cause I want to go clear my name, even though it's not warranted to clear my name. I didn't instigate nothing. Castro has, well, first of all, Castro and Tommy situation, I feel like they come up over here. And I feel like if you just want me to be honest, I don't want to, I mean, am I allowed to be honest? Or are you going to get mad and start cut? I don't
No,
want
because
to do
I'm
all
going to
that.
be honest with you. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, okay. So I feel like they came up over here, and I feel like you played a part in this because I feel like you and Queen Tosa, are trying to victim shame Castro. Y'all trying to victim shame Castro, and I feel like Castro has been saying this whole time for weeks now. Leave me alone. Castro has not said. He just recently started putting Tommy's business out after being provoked weeks and weeks and weeks. Castro has been taking the bigger hand of this. He has been minding his business and not been trying to fight with Tommy, and that bothers Tommy. And so Tommy went to that man. See, y'all are missing the point. Tommy went to that man's house. Tommy went there. Nobody called Tommy and said, "Come over, Tommy." So for somebody to sit up there and say, "Oh, you provoked," well, in that case, people can
Well,
say,
let me
"Jay,
say this. I disagree
yeah,
with you. I disagree with you because you act like Castro is a victim. He is a volunteer.
he
I
is a
told
victim."
Castro stop provoking Tommy. I'm like, you know that man had mental issues. That man told that man to pull up. So
Well,
I
let
don't
me.
agree with you. And let me say this, both
Well,
of
hold
them, it
up.
ain't no victim, it's volunteers. And I ain't
That's
provoked
after.
nothing.
That's after Tommy
Boy,
continuously.
let me tell you something.
Hold up, Jay.
Castro, Tommy, grown. Castro has been hitting that boy up. I'm hungry. Can I come home? He does that all the time. They are playing in your face, both of them. That's why I don't give a damn. Because they have been playing in faces. They have been talking to each other. And you think I care about that? Hell no. Did you know Castro sat there and laughed at that man? And I'm sitting there like, yeah, because that's what you wanted to do all the time. I've
But
been
does
telling
laughter?
y'all
But
that
hold up,
Castro is not
Pastor.
demure. And this is what
Does
I'm saying.
laughing constitute?
When he lied, that did it. And what he did at Shamar's, it said a lot to me. I don't feel it for him. I don't see it for him because he plays these games. He came onto my platform last night trying to argue with Catherine and all of this. His head half bashed in. People done sold him up next door. Instead of him taking his raggedy ass to the hospital, he up here trying to fight with people. And you think I give two damns? I don't. I don't. I don't.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, that kind of took me just now. Hold up, God, then not the white people next door sewing them up enough to catch the
Yes.
bath
And
infection.
then and then and then he trying to flirt with the white man. That lady husband
I
talking
mean, the
about
white
he's
man
sick.
did sound good. The white man did sound good, and he said
Okay,
he was from
well, he
Georgia.
just like, yeah, he was trying
Mm,
to flirt with that man, that woman's husband. And then
mm,
he ain't going to the hospital. He done got hit with a steering wheel lock and he won't even go to the hospital.
mm.
And you think, and then he gonna come over here trying to come for Catherine
But let's just
and
face it,
all the,
he's
and
the
I'm like,
victim,
boy, you
though.
need to go to the hospital.
Castro is the victim in this situation, whether we like it or not,
Oh
because
no, 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 no. It's
because.
volunteers, baby. He ain't
But
no
hold up,
victim.
Jay Wilson.
He
Hold up, let
just
me
can't
finish my
fight.
Jay
He
Wilson.
just
Let me
can't
finish my
fight.
thought. Hold up, let me finish my thought, please. I feel that just because people say Castro provoked him, that doesn't give Tommy grounds to damage Castro. Nobody deserves to be damaged like that, and especially with a weapon that could have unalived Castro. Castro has a family. He has people that care for him. That was not warranted for Tommy to go over there and get out the car premeditated with that thing in his hand,
Well,
and then.
Castro was on the porch, so why couldn't Castro call the cops? I mean, you going to the man car
But that's his yard. Why?
and
I
you
mean,
and you taping it,
that's his.
and
No, he.
then the people mad at you because you got the bloody face, and they said you exploiting the man with the
How
bloody
am I
face on your
exploit?
thumbnail.
First of all, how am I exploiting that? I want, but okay, spreading awareness that Tommy just damaged
Oh
this
no,
boy.
but some people say it's exploiting. That's what LSA said about
I'm
you. I
not
don't
getting
go over
paid
there.
for nothing. I don't. And to answer
Child.
your question last night, I get up and I go to work. This is not my. I like to play music on my channel. I don't want my channel to get monetized because I like cussing and
Okay.
doing the things. My channel will be demonetized the first cycle of payment. So I don't. I choose to get up and go to work. I don't depend on no YouTube for nothing. Now
Well,
for
I don't
people who
depend on it either. I have a great job, but
I
baby,
did not say Jay
this is some
Wilson.
beautiful money.
I
It's
did not
beautiful
say
money.
Jay
I
Wilson. And
mean,
if you
yeah.
would have let me finish, I would have said for people
Hey,
who make
honest
this,
Raw, how you doing, boo? Go ahead.
if people who make this their job, then good. Make your money. Who wants to turn down money? I'm not saying that, but this is
Mhm.
not for everybody to be monetized. I play
Okay,
music on my channel.
well that's great.
But
You mash up
uh,
music like Rico.
Well, you said last night, I find it crazy he's not monetized. No, I'm not monetized, and I'm okay
Mhm.
with that. But I just really wanted to come up here just to say that Castro has rights as well. He
He
deserves not
has,
to
but
get.
they grown men. They
Oh
35
man,
years
so
old.
you don't even let me
Castro,
finish. Oh my
Castro could have
god.
called the cops. He could have called the
Oh
cops the
my
first time
god.
that man came over. He could have called the cops. Anyway, I don't feel anything for any of them. And my thing is, it is what it is, because you know what? Castro on mama came over to him and told him to stop drinking, and he told her he gonna do what he want to do, and she just went off. You don't listen to your own damn mama, then you ain't listening to nobody. But baby, I'm gonna continue to tell them do better and stop doing that. I've been telling them that, and that's why
I
I
mean,
don't
well,
take
Castro
responsibility.
is
And like I
grown.
say this, he is grown.
Castro Castro is grown. If he chooses that he wants to damage his body by drinking every day, let him do it. Who am
And
I?
I'm
When
gonna
he
talk on this YouTube apparatus because I'm grown, just like you grown. And I'm going to say it. If you put it out there, I'm gonna talk about it. Stop putting it out there. Stop putting your personal business out there. Cause y'all think everybody gonna be good with it. Everybody ain't gonna be good with your stuff. And then you get mad, and then people get mad about it. And I don't care. And I hate to say that, but I'm not here for friendship. I'm not here to do all of this. I got friends at home. I come to do my show. Once the curtain is down, I go and do what I got to do. And like I
Mhm.
said, I didn't even know this was going on. I was at a party. I was putting boots
Well,
on the ground, and
at
I
Ness's,
was doing
at
everything.
but
I was
Pastor,
having a
at
damn good
Ness's,
time.
they seem to think that you had a headphone in one of your ears
No, I
while you
didn't.
was at that party listening. You
Baby,
tried to come
let
on
me tell
here
you
and try
something.
to.
Let me tell you something. My partner and I don't look at YouTube. We do our thing. And I know it hurts you all that I have some friends and I have things to do outside of it. When I'm usually on YouTube, it's because I'm driving somewhere or going somewhere. This is on a leisure kick. I don't give a damn what these busted bricks gotta say. At the end of the day, I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm gonna
Well,
get my
Jay
ass in
Wilson,
check. I've always been about my money.
Jay,
What's up,
Jay,
Ro? How you doing, Ro?
Jay Wilson.
Hey,
Before I
Pastor, I
drop
hope you
down,
enjoy
Jay
your
Wilson, Jay
service this
Wilson. Before
morning
I
too.
drop down, I wanted to say that there are a lot of busted bricks, but there are a lot of shattered glass and windows too as well.
You thought of
So,
that. Ooh, wow. Ooh, let me write
God,
that down. Baby, you thought of that. Let me write that down, honey.
yeah,
Brian is
write it
showing
down.
Jim,
Just like you
honey.
thought about busted
Child, you
bricks,
thought about
you're
that. That
telling a
busted brick
working
thing,
person
that
that they're a
busted brick thing
busted
made
brick.
Brian really upset. That's a
You're
trigger
telling
word
a
for him,
working
busted
person
brick.
that they are a busted brick, and you're telling people you are part of the problem with Castro and Tommy
I'm not
because
part of the
you sit up
problem.
there
You don't have to
and
click on my link. Why you
you
click on my link?
downgrade these
You a
people.
problem. Let me tell you something. You a part of your own problem. Like right now, nobody ain't tell you to click up. You brought your big old fingers and clicked that link and got on up here. Nobody don't tell you to do that. That's
I'd
your
rather have big finger.
responsibility.
I'd rather have big
That's your
fingers than little
responsibility.
fingers,
Stop
though.
trying to make
I'd rather
everybody
have
else
big
accountable
fingers than
about
little
your mess.
fingers. That's supposed to hurt
Okay?
me. Is that supposed to
Stop
hurt
trying to
me?
make everybody accountable for
You
your
brought
mess.
your big
Take
old
accountable to
finger,
your stuff.
bitch. I'd
Baby,
rather
nobody
have
ain't
big
tell you to
fingers
come
than
over
little
here.
fingers,
Hey, Ro,
bitch.
go ahead, because this boy got, he crazy as Tommy. Go ahead, Ro. Y'all got time to be messing with these crazy cat people. Go on, Ro. How you doing?
And you're
Hey,
crazier than
Pastor.
me. What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
mean, bye,
Oh, Pastor, I
bye.
got my
Go
emotional
ahead.
intelligence on Doc. Ooh, there he go. See it.
Baby,
Tell me, you
I ain't
said
got time for
emotional.
these busted bricks.
Emotional.
Okay?
The kid done
I
went
mean,
me.
just be getting mad. Just crazy as cat pee. Crazy as cat pee.
Brian
I,
been
I, I
mad
had to do
since
him. I had to do
yesterday,
him just like
Pastor.
I had to do Rico last night.
He
Go
been
ahead.
mad since yesterday. But see, Pastor, the thing that people are not seeing, like this is the big picture. So, especially when it comes to me, Brian, Castro, Tommy, see, they picture all of us anyway to have a lot of mental issues. So, therefore, Pastor, that's how they try to use that against you to say that, oh, he dealing with all these slow people over here. It's his fault because they can't provide for themselves. But they don't see a whole different picture when it comes to me. But I could care less if they see
Well,
it or
like
not.
I say, they don't
But
say
see,
that
they
the
don't
dragons.
always
How
take
many
it like
times
that, though.
dragons have been homeless? How many times dragons needed an electric bike? How many times dragons needed a phone? Child bye. Y'all better get out my face with that. But let
Yeah,
me say
and
this.
then
This is gay issues. We're not talking about everybody else stuff. This is our stuff. This is our stuff. And I'm talking about our stuff. Now, I'm not talking about that other stuff. I don't care about that. Go ahead, Ro.
yeah, Pastor. And see what they have as what Tommy and them have been experiencing lately is a whole lot of folks just, I guess, giving them more viewership and all of that. So when this type of stuff happens, it just looks like the boy cried wolf, at that point. That's why I was like, Castro, go ahead and start yelling out your cash app. Okay, you got all these people over
Okay,
here. Yell
girl,
it
you
out
got
and
all
get
the
that
people
money.
blood on your face, girl. Go ahead and do it. I'm with you. Because my thing is, did you see him click on my link last
No,
night?
I missed that part, Pastor. I heard about it.
Baby cracked his
I
head
got something
open,
messy to
and
ask
now
you
he
though,
done clicked
Pastor,
on my
too.
link. Huh?
I got something real messy to ask you though. Like,
Okay.
so I heard, well, no, I ain't heard. I saw where, was it true that Castro told Tommy that he had the house in Virginia and that's why Tommy pulled up? Was that what
I
had
don't know.
happened?
I don't know. Cause see, let me say this. I was gone. I was actually in the Houston area at a party. I heard that they were on Brian's channel, left Brian's channel. Castro fired up his live, and then Tommy came over there. Castro blocked Tommy, and I guess Tommy went to his house. And
But if
so
somebody
that's what.
tell you that, sometimes, Pastor, the emotional intelligence does go out the door, so I can kind of see why Tommy may, if that is true, I can see why maybe Tommy flipped, if that was the case, if Castro did say that. I mean, not saying that it
That
was
was
right,
Brian who told
but
Tommy about the house in Virginia and to pull up Mr. Wilson. Really? Are you serious?
so
Are you
Brian
serious?
didn't say that. He should have came up here and said the whole
Yeah,
story. He
Brian,
always
I
like
mean,
to
Brian,
steal.
somebody said that was Brian who told Tommy about the house in Virginia and to pull up Mr. Wilson. Is that true? No, Castro was live flirting with Brian. Oh, isn't that something? Isn't that something? Brian was flirting, Castro was flirting with Brian. You see that, bro? You see this? Brian asked Tom if he wanted to party like a rock star. See this? See this? But yeah, I'm at a party, not even in these folk business. But
I
all
don't
of
get.
this stuff was going on. I didn't know all of this was going on because according to Brian, he ain't do nothing. I dropped you because you don't talk. Look, ho, you don't talk to me that way. I treat you just like Rico. You don't talk to me like that. At the end of the day, so I'm letting y'all know you got access to me. I don't have to give you access to me. Now, if you don't like my way of talking, then stay your ass from over here. But see, I got the power to drop you. Now, I don't give a damn what you do on your platform because that's your platform. But what you're not going to do is try to disrespect me on my platform because I will drop you. Now, I got to sing today, and I'm not messing up my throat because y'all want to argue because y'all don't have good voices. All right, go right ahead, Ro.
And Pastor, didn't Castro say he wasn't going to hit your link anymore? So he hadn't even been to your to your link for quite a while, but he continued to play around in the chat. So when people want to try to blame you, no, because of what one person does, Tommy may have been up here, but Castro wasn't.
And let me say
So
this:
it's
Tommy
because
ain't
they
no.
feel like
Let me
everybody's
say
slow.
this:
They feel like
Tommy
we
ain't no
slow.
victim. Castro ain't no victim. They both knew the risk. I told Castro stop showing that firearm. I told Tommy to leave that man alone. They were both bad for each other. I told them they were both bad for each other. And what do? They continue to be on this tip. Ain't that these are grown men. These are grown men. What's up, Lemon?
Just me.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, so
What's going on?
What's up, Lemon? What's going on?
what's up, my bro?
We meet again, Lemon.
We do on the same platform.
Lemon, what's going on with your microphone?
It's bad. You
Yeah,
can
it's
hear me?
static.
Yeah, it's a little shaky.
Okay. Let me fix it. I'll be right back. Can you drop the link
Mm,
again?
okay.
Okay.
All right. He gonna fix his microphone.
Oh shit! It's thunder. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so Brian, did you hear that? They said that you said that somebody had some house in Virginia and go pull up.
Well, that's what Tommy came over here and told you to go watch my video.
Which
Maybe
I
that was,
didn't.
huh?
I didn't. I didn't get to see it. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell you then what happened. Then, yeah, because I know you had to go to, you had to get ready. But yesterday, well, Castro kind of
Can y'all hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Is it
Yeah,
better?
you good, Lemon?
All right. What up, Honest Roll? What up, Jay Wilson? What up, Brian?
what's going on?
What's going on, Lemon, bro?
Salute, salute. I'm on mute.
Oh no, go ahead, Lemon. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Lemon.
No. Honest Roll was talking. What? What? I just got
No,
here.
no, you rarely come over here, so we want to be
I know because
hospitable.
you don't watch me.
I
At
don't.
least I do watch you.
I mean, I don't, Lemon. Let me say this. I don't
Mhm.
have a problem with you. I don't. But like people don't want to hear boo boo on the towel and deal with gay men issues, they don't come over here. So it's not like I don't have anything against you personally, but I just don't watch your stuff. I mean, I just don't. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing personal against you, but I mean, I ain't mad at you. Make your money, do your thing, do what you got to do. I'm not going to I ain't going to ever hate on nobody making no money. I just don't watch you like that unless somebody say, oh, you need to get to limits because something is really going on. And I
Right. I
mean,
understand.
that's fair.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm being honest. Go ahead, let me
So,
know.
so with the whole Tommy and Castro situation, let me ask you a question, Jay Wilson. Whose side are you on with this situation? Now, I know it could be split down the middle. It could be Castro's fault. It could be Tommy's fault. But I feel like you're in control of your anger, right? A person could piss you off, just like when Tim Blaine ran up on you at the show. You still was in control of your anger. You could have threw that plate in his face. That's what I would have did. And whooped his ass. But you were still in control of your emotions. So do you feel like Castro was wrong? Because
Let
a
me
lot of
say this.
people go
This is
ahead.
what I'm going to say. Both of
Yeah.
them are wrong.
Okay.
Tommy is just honest with his anger. Tommy is just honest with his shortcomings. Castro tries to play demure and innocent and the victim, but behind the scenes, Castro does try to provoke people. And Castro has done some things that made me question and say, you know what? You're not as innocent as you claim to be. So, like I keep on telling people, there are no victims, there are volunteers. And it's sad, but I told Castro to call the cops on Tommy the first time he came up. But Castro said, I don't want to do that. I said, well, then do a restraining order. Did not do that. So that means you like this shit and you playing in folk face. So I'm like, do what you got to do. See, Lemon, I'm to the point now where I really am indifferent. I don't care. At the end of the day, again, I don't care. I give sound advice. If you use it, great. If you don't, but I'm going to talk about it in the end. And don't think I'm not going to talk about it because I tell people stop putting your damn life on these YouTube streets if you don't want nobody to talk about it. I can understand if somebody docks you. You don't have no control over that. But these guys have control over what they put out. And then for Castro, after his head done got cracked with a steering wheel lock, come up here and trying to fight with somebody? Are you serious? I have no sympathy. None. Zero. Nunca. And again,
I did sentence you to life in prison in Tommy electric chair.
what you said?
I said that I did sentence you to life in prison, and I sentenced Tommy electric chair. When I found out the information about what was going on with Castro, I thought Castro was the victim, and I sentenced you to life in prison and
Okay.
Tommy electric chair. That's what I said, though.
So
Just
Okay.
that's
so
the
if
guy
Well,
people
look,
you
took
I'm
like
not
was.
when he
mad
said
at
this,
you,
that's what
Lemon,
I
but let
said.
me say
Yeah.
this, Lemon. These are
Mm.
35 year
Because I
old
was
men.
doing my show,
I
yesterday, and
got you.
kept like they
But
was like,
like I said,
Lemon, you're not covering the Tommy and Castro
mm-mm.
situation. He bleeding. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm doing a show
Well,
like
no,
I
y'all,
don't know what's
no,
going
y'all
on.
weren't covering it because it was gay boo boo stuff. But yet now it's the hot thing, and
It's
everybody
I
want to
don't
fit into
but
somebody.
honestly, dead ass on
Mhm.
for real. I don't give a fuck about this like that.
Well, see, this is the thing. I don't either. I come to do
Okay.
a job.
Me too.
And like I said, you can think whatever. I'm good with it. I ain't bailing nobody out. I'm
Me
not
neither.
doing anything like that. My thing is this. You can look at all of my videos.
Mm.
Tommy used emotional intelligence. That man is provoking you. Why don't you see that? I'm with you when you're trying to get a job and do well. I'm going to ride and live with you. I'm not riding and dying with nobody. And what you're doing right now is dying. And we ain't riding with that. And I mean that. Castro, the same
Oh,
way.
rider lives, so y'all like riding like You got my bad, like ride or die type of shit.
No,
Oh,
I
so
don't
you on
die
some
with
hood
people.
shit? You on some hood
No, I
shit?
don't, I don't, I don't die with people. I'll live with you. If you want
Right
to do
there.
something that's gonna bring your life up, I'm there with you. If you want to go to school, if you want to get a trade, and I'm there with you. But
Ride
when
or
you start
live.
doing
Y'all
crazy,
ride it.
we don't,
Hey,
yeah, we
live in
don't
J
do that kind
Wilson,
of
try
stuff.
to
That's a
cover it up,
gang
you
living.
covert
That's
head
a
ass.
gang.
Okay.
They're gonna die
You ain't
together.
gang. Come on, Jay
Well,
Wilson.
it is what it is. But like I said, you know, um, stop bringing your life on YouTube. Again, I can understand if somebody docks you, you have no control over that. But this stuff y'all have control over. I feel badly that it had to come to this point, but I knew it was gonna come to it.
Peephole. You said I see why nobody watched them. I average a little bit over 500 people. They do watch me. I know. I know.
Well, you know what though? Let me say this. Let me say this though. They ain't delayed to have sex. They ain't delayed to be getting them SNAP
Let's go,
benefits.
Jay Wilson. Let's go,
They
Jay
ain't
Wilson.
delayed to be getting them they know how to go and get them crazy checks. They ain't too delayed.
Yeah.
They know how to get them
I don't
crazy
want to put the
checks.
blame on you, Jay Wilson. Don't put the blame on you because you're just one person who entertained their foolishness. You know what I'm saying? But you're not the reason of their issues. You know what I'm saying? So don't pick up
Mm-mm.
that burden.
I
Don't
have
pick up
told
that
both
burden.
of them to go get mental health help. I said, go
Yeah.
get counseling. But you know, again, you can only do so much. My thing is this. I know a lot of content creators are on that jump, Jay Wilson. Baby, I have been here before. It don't stop nothing. It don't stop nothing over here. You can do that. Love money and hate money spends the same way. So when I go to Neiman Marcus, they don't say, oh, we can't take this money because these people don't like you. No, they take the money. So my thing is, if you don't like it, you wouldn't watch it. And let me say this. Now, I don't watch Lemon, but if Lemon wants to do that, and if Lemon has an audience, then he has an audience. If you want Lemon to do something different, then stop going over there. If you go over there, it means you like what he's giving. Period.
Thank you. I
So let
appreciate
me
it.
say this again. I have
Yeah.
nothing personally against you. I don't know you. I just don't watch you unless there's something going on.
Right. Unless it's
I
unless
don't
like
deal,
somebody like
I
get over
don't
to
deal
Lemon
with, let me say this
platform.
though. I don't deal with audio. I don't deal with
Mm.
restos, and I don't deal with West. And so they don't come over here. They're banned from my platform. So why am I going to
And
go over
that's
there and interact with
crazy.
people?
Like so, I fell out. So I fell out with audio like a week ago.
Be heard.
Mr. West, I still deal with him. And who was the other person? It was
Rest,
and
resto.
Resco. That's Pizarro new virtual husband. So Pizarro promotes him now. So if y'all wanted to get rid of Resco, you're not because Pizarro, that's her virtual husband. He pays her
Mhm. I
money
heard
to
audio
like.
said he was going to pull up on you. How do you feel about that? I don't think that's
Yeah,
right.
but I'm not gonna entertain that. Ain't nobody gonna pull up on me. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Okay. Well, I mean, let me say this. I can respect you saying that I need some time in jail and stuff. And again, you came up here.
I was joking, Jay Wilson. I
Well, no,
just
no,
want to
I'm
say
not. No,
what
no,
I
listen,
said.
Lemon. I'm not upset. See, you came up here respectful, unlike somebody who's unhinged and got dropped because they want to get stupid with me. If you get stupid with me, I will drop you. I don't play that. I don't play that mess. So Lemon came up. Me and Lemon are having a conversation. Period. Now, if somebody would get some emotional intelligence and learn how to speak to folk, then they won't have these issues. But again, I digress. But Lemon, that's what's going on. Um, I'm not Team Castro. I'm not Team Tommy. I'm Team Success. I'm Team Change Your Life. If you don't want to do that, that's your problem. But I'm gonna do my show, just like you should do your show. If people want to sit there and entertain and be your co-host and do all of this for you, then I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. If you can go to sleep and take a nap and they still up there, I ain't mad at you. I'll take a nap too.
But Pastor, I do want to ask a question. So about the domestic violence. So is it domestic violence because they had a relationship previous? Because Castro and Tommy for the last 2 weeks have said that they do not mess with each other. So we still classify as domestic violence because they did sleep
Well,
together with some
I don't
people.
know what, but that's what
Domestic
they put on that.
violence
That's
is
what they
any
put on
time when
there.
you're in a relationship and it becomes from like domestic violence, whether you're heterosexual or gay, and y'all start putting hands on each other. Y'all start like abusing each other. That's domestic violence. On the show, to sum it up, it's very simple. It's not math. It's not
But no,
science.
what? But they said they are in a relationship though.
It
That's what
doesn't
I'm.
matter.
That's
It
what.
doesn't matter.
Well, they
They
were in
were in a
one, and I guess
relationship.
it's got
They
done gone
were.
south because that's what they put on the that's what they put on his when they booked him. That's what they put on his mugshot.
I
Baby,
would
that mugshot was giving high school senior picture, honey. I mean, he was grinning. I'm like, oh, that's
electric
such a good picture.
chair.
Mhm.
That's such a good picture. No,
Okay.
you should. Did you see the mugshot?
I didn't. I didn't. The last thing, honestly, Jay Wilson, the last thing I saw was when I ended my live and I woke up was Castro was bleeding through his forehead, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you know how
It's a
like
lesson.
sometimes
It's a
something is
lesson to
so
be learned.
crazy,
And this
you
is
feel
this is
like
for
you dreamed it.
uppity.
Go ahead.
This is for uppity. Uppity, stop telling people to come to New York to fight you because somebody's gonna take you up on your offer, uppity, and they're gonna tear up them rest of them teeth you got in your mouth. You need to be quiet and leave people alone, uppity, because everybody ain't YouTube trying to be law abiding. Some people will really take you up on your offer, uppity.
Yeah,
And I hope we learn some lessons because y'all provoking these people, telling these folks to pull up. Somebody gonna pull up. Now I'm gonna tell you, you can pull up to my house if you want to. Now the law is for the lawless. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's in a self-defense situation, but if you gonna pull up, baby, I got something for you, and I'm gonna tape you as they are pushing your head in the car. I don't play that kind of stuff. People who don't have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything. So my thing is,
absolutely.
I'm telling you, if you pull up with
But I
me,
will beat you up if you come to my house.
no, 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 no. I'm not gonna even damage my furniture in my house. No, no, not in my neighborhood. We don't do that
I
kind of
got two
stuff.
cameras that is attached to my apartments that is facing this this
I
wing
don't
and
want
that
to get
wing.
scratched. I
Yeah,
don't want to be tussling and all of that stuff. I don't
I ain't
want
gonna
to do that.
tussle. I'm gonna
Let me
beat
tell you
you up.
something. We got 7 police officers
I'm gonna beat you
right
up.
in my vicinity. I live
Yeah.
right next to
Knock
one.
on my
You
door.
come right on over.
Beat you the fuck up.
I'll call Officer John
And
and
then call the
we'll have a
police.
good conversation. Baby, I don't got time for that, Lemon. See, I don't even have time for that no more. I don't have time for that no more. I'm gonna let the man in blue handle you. You can fight with him. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm a little younger, so I'm a little. I'm so
It
my
don't matter if you are young or not. People in
uh,
Texas, we can carry. We don't have to have no license to carry. But again, my thing is this: I don't even want to go through all that. It ain't about no young and old,
then Jay Wilson,
baby.
you should be playing Duck Hunt. Remember that
That's
game?
it.
Oh, I remember Duck Hunt. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
that's all you should do. Come to my vicinity.
You know he's trolling you, pizza. Pizza.
I'm
Child.
not
Well,
trolling
let me say
Pizarro.
this,
Me?
Lemon. But so Lemon. So what have y'all been talking about lately on your panel
Um,
since I'm not over there?
Shit you not familiar, and it would take too much to fill you in. Just random shit.
Is Dragon still
My
begging for stuff and y'all still helping out?
no drag. Me and Dragons is good. We're good. Dragons has not been asking for money. We're good. She really
Praise the
did.
Lord.
She was on the beach with her homie. She did a
Mm,
freestyle. It was dope, and I met her homeboy, and he got stage 3 pancreatic cancer, and
mm,
he don't got much to live, and he
mm,
wasn't asking for money. He wasn't
mm,
asking for money, y'all. He even said they was like, "What's his cash app?" He's like, "No, I don't want my cash app drop." Um,
mm,
he just trying to enjoy life. He lost his wife and his daughter to a fire.
mm,
Um,
oh
it's some
my
dark
God.
shit. I don't
mm.
want to damn
Well,
the
I'm gonna tell you
situation.
what. I'm gonna see Lolo and Honest Roll and Rented TV and Ebony
You going to
757.
Nestcation?
No, I will be at my college homecoming in October. So
Oh,
I'll
Lolo's
be
going too.
She
no
gonna meet you?
Lolo lives in the Hampton Roads area.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you gonna see
Let me
her
tell you
while you
something,
there?
Jay Wilson. Lolo is a vibe in person. Yes, I mocked her in Vegas. Yes, I did. I did that for people as well. He mocked her in Vegas about how she was. Yes, but Lolo is a vibe in person, like that ass. Like Lolo is a vibe. Like she's such a people person. Like she gravitate people to our conversation. And
Mhm.
one thing I regret is mocking her. I did mock her on day one when I first met her at nighttime. No, mind y'all, Lolo came at like midnight. So we didn't really interact. And then the next day, Ness was like, "What happened when I left?" I was like, I mocked her walking and stuff like that. But I apologize to her.
Well,
But
I'm
when I
looking forward to meeting her and
she
Honest
is
Roll.
dope. She's dope. Honest Roll is another vibe. These are vibes. You hear me?
Yeah, me and Honest Row share the same college. We went to the same university, so I'm
Honest, bro,
excited.
you went to college?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Honest
yeah. I
Row
went
has
to
a bachelor's
Norfolk
degree.
State.
you do?
Yeah. hmm
And what?
Health services, health service management.
Okay,
Behold the green and gold. We'll see each other at
that's
homecoming.
right.
Michael Vick. Y'all make sure y'all come and see him. He's our head coach. So I'm
Yes, he
excited.
is.
Well, look, gentlemen, I got a service to play for. So I'm
But
actually
I got one thing to say to you, Jay Wilson.
okay. Go ahead and say it, Lemon.
You always have this kind of negative conversation about who I am, and I don't watch Lemon. I don't watch Lemon. I don't watch Lemon. Oh hell no, I don't watch him. Why? Like
But
I
Lemon, I told
provide the
you,
same.
I just think, I listen to 80s and 90s music, and sometimes some 2000 music may grab me, but I'm not with the
Mhm.
2000 music. So I just think
So I'm
it's
2000 music.
I just think that it's a personal choice of taste. Like some people don't want Boo Boo Gate, so they'll come and watch. Lemon,
What's Boo
you
Boo
gotta,
Gate? What's that?
okay, you
What
gotta,
is
You
it?
don't want to
you
know,
you
Lemon.
you don't want to know. But let me say this, Lemon,
You have
it's
Boo
nothing.
Boo
You gotta watch it, Lemon. But look, hey,
with
it's nothing
you?
personal. It's nothing personal against you.
But you
I have
always
nothing
say
personal
that, Jay
against you.
Wilson, because you always speed. You speed when you talk. You always be like, "Oh, it's this. What is it?" So I know what's
Lemon,
up.
I like comedy. And I just don't find stuff funny at your channel. I can watch a stump down because he's funny as hell. I mean, so it's nothing. Your humor, your style of humor is not what I get with. But I mean,
Okay, I
I like
respect that.
comedy. I like comedy, and your stuff is more
Lighthearted shit.
like Thunderdome, Jerry
Lemon does have
Springer.
some comedy on his channel though. Like some,
Mhm.
you gotta watch through like Lemons. Sometimes it really gives like all that vibe. Like you can vibe with Lemon, and just like people that
And
may hear him.
and if I can't red
At
ball your
times it's
stuff
funny.
back, I don't go to it. I'm with you, Miss Olivia. If I can't red ball it, I ain't watching it. I'm just sorry.
I
If I
I
can't
just
find
started.
out
I
what's been
started
going
doing
on,
that, but Jay Wilson, I started doing that when they started fucking with my channel. I had
okay,
Shaquan put 5 strikes on my channel.
okay, I get
Yeah,
you, but
yeah,
I can't do
I
that.
had Jay Dunn. Jay
Well,
Dunn
look,
stormed on
hey,
my channel.
Lemon,
Mhm.
for real, I gotta go because I got an appointment. I'm gonna be on, but I appreciate you coming over. I'm gonna return the favor. I appreciate you, Lemon. I ain't lying. I don't have
Thank
nothing
you.
against you. I'm gonna return the favor like I do with Ro. I appreciate you, y'all. I gotta
Thank
go. I
you.
got an appointment at 10, but thank y'all. And I gotta go. But Lemon, I will return the favor. No lie.
All right, Jay Wilson.
All
Salute.
right,
okay.
y'all
Salute,
take
honest
care.
bro.
See y'all later. Y'all
Peace.
take